With this past weekend's UFC 198 pay-per-view event in Curitiba, Brazil, a heavyweight title fight in the UFC debut of Cyborg Justino drew over 45,000 fans at the Arena da Baixada Stadium, marking the UFC's third highest turnout ever. But the night's lineup featured many more significant matchups than just the high-profile title fight and Cyborg debut. So let's take a look at what really mattered at UFC 198.
Fabricio Werdum set out to defend his heavyweight belt for the first time since taking it from Cain Velasquez almost a year ago in Mexico City. But that belt was on Miocic after only a half a round of action when Werdum, hands down, chased a backpedaling Miocic, took a short right to the chin, and landed eyes open, out cold on the canvas.
But the right word is reckless. I was a little bit reckless. I had my vision too open. I needed to focus a little bit more on him. Sometimes that happens, vision opens and closes. And in that moment he hit me, and I didn't see it. And it landed on the chin. It really landed on the chin. I saw the images. But I think the most fair thing would be, I have 6 consecutive wins. I was the champion. I think the fair thing would be to get a rematch.
Miocic did what LeBron James has yet to do in bringing a championship to Cleveland, and he'll be expected to make his first defense against veteran heavyweight Alistair Overeem, who dispatched Andrei Arlovski the week before in the Netherlands to make him the presumptive challenger.
I was going to go out there and do my best job. Fabricio's a super tough guy. He's a champion for a reason. Actually tonight on ESPN for 30 for 30, they had Believeland. There was a documentary about how Cleveland sports did win on championships. So I knew I had to put an end to it. I had to stop the curse for us, and it went well for me tonight.
Cyborg Justino did what was expected of her in her UFC debut, scoring a TKO sacrificial lamb Leslie Smith in the first round. While Cyborg's UFC premiere may have been the most highly anticipated fight on the stacked card, her win leaves many questions unanswered for her future with the promotion.
I think I did my best. I like to go out for the knockout. If you watch my fights, that's what I like to do. I have good wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I've been doing judo for the past year to fight with someone, but I've been waiting for the opportunity. That's it. I'm prepared. I'm ready, and if you like my fight, I'm going to have the opportunity and have another fight in the octagon and wait.
Jacare Souza's dominant TKO of fading Brazilian legend Vitor Belfort has big-time implications for the middleweight top 5. While his battering of Belfort via ground and pound kept him in the mix, the messy title picture probably has Souza a few fights away from a title bout. Should Chris Weidman win his rematch against champ Luke Rockhold next month, a trilogy bout in New York City almost makes too much sense. If Rockhold retains the title, Michael Bisping and Yoel Romero both have stronger cases for a title shot, with Souza's recent, though controversial, loss to Romero on the books.
Despite Werdum's fall in the main event, Brazilians defended their home turf almost straight down the card. Thiago Santos KO'd Nate Marquardt, heavy-handed John Lineker outstruck Rob Font in a decision win, and Demian Maia frustrated Matt Brown with his world-class jiu-jitsu, eventually scoring a tap-out in the third round. Shogun Rua edged out up-and-coming American tough winner Corey Anderson, showing he's not quite ready for the pressure yet. And in a fight of the night war, Brazil's Francisco Trinaldo edged out a decision against gritty Hawaiian Yancy Medeiros. Only American Brian Barberena bucked the trend, defying 5-1 odds and scoring a decision win over previously undefeated Brazilian War Leals, his second upset victory in a row after halting the Sage Northcutt hype train in his last outing. Despite losing Anderson Silva from the main card, UFC 198 delivered not only the third highest attendance ever for a UFC event, but by far the biggest Brazilian event in the promotion's history, answering any lingering questions about the popularity of the sport in Brazil and the UFC's commitment to the country. And beyond those impressive totals, the event delivered a new heavyweight champ in a division that struggles to keep fights together, plus the long-awaited debut of the biggest name in women's MMA that isn't Ronda Rousey. And that's what really mattered at UFC 198.